Good evening, everyone. Happy Dashera. I'm Aditya Sisodia, and I would welcome you to our very first episode of the Stories of Opportunity with Coach Sisodia. In our today's special episode, inaugural episode, I would like to invite a very good friend of mine who is a role model for me, and her name is Bhavita Singh. What should I say about Bhavita Singh? I've personally known her for the last 7 years, and she has transformed herself. In this series, I'm inviting people who are making a change, not only for themselves, but also for the people around them. In the last few months, a lot has happened, which has shaken us personally, professionally. Without further ado, I'll introduce Bhavita. Bhavita, I would request you, please share a bit about our audience because I have shared all your posters and a bit about yourself. Over to you,
Okay.
Bhavita.
First of all, thank you so much, Aditya, for giving me this platform. I must say it's lovely. And I think I'm impressed with you, the way you've changed and transformed yourself. It's spectacular. And when you asked me to join you, I think that was the perfect thing I could give to myself and to people, a conversation with you. Well, one thing, I mean, about me, I think I'm quite an independent girl and I've transformed myself completely. I think 10 years back, I was like any other girl looking for opportunities. I wanted to explore, I wanted to earn money, I wanted to have my own life. So, in these 10 years, I must say that I fulfilled my dreams. Whatever thoughts I had in my mind regarding myself, that okay, I have to change this about myself, I have to transform in this way, I need to roam the world. I've done everything, and now I've become better in that process. I've changed. I have changed for good. I have become more confident, aware of my choices. Well, it's a great journey, and I must say, life is beautiful. What else?
I'm amazed. I'm amazed. So, Bhavita,
Yeah.
what inspires you to be the person you are?
Inspires me. Okay.
Hmm.
It's my connection that I have with the one and only supreme power.
Hmm.
The strength that I get it from there, I think wouldn't
Hmm.
have inspired me to take my own. I mean, anything else in life wouldn't have inspired me to take my own action, to take my own path in life. So it's that inner connection that I have with the superpower that has inspired me to change myself completely and to follow my dreams fearlessly. Yeah.
Thank you, Bhavita. So,
Yeah.
Bhavita, I would like to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
why did you choose this topic for our today's conversation? Woman and
Okay.
emotions.
Women and emotions. Yeah. I
Mhm.
think women and emotions, we women, we feel everything very strongly, whether it's compassion, it's love, or it's anger, hatred, frustration. We feel every emotion very, very strongly, very deeply, and we are very sensitive creatures. So I've seen many women around me suffering, suffering their thoughts, suffering their past, suffering their present. Uh, Maybe everything is perfect in their life. They have a good marriage, they have beautiful kids, but then they're just not happy because their thoughts, they don't know how to control their mind, they don't know how to control their thoughts. I think they are losing a lot of opportunities because of their negative emotions. So I think for a woman, it's very, very essential to, they should have techniques and tools to manage their mind, to manage their emotions. Because in life, Aditya, emotions drive you to do everything, They drive you to get up early in the morning, work out, they drive you to achieve success, they drive you to achieve dreams. So your emotions play an important part. And we don't take care of them. We don't take care of our mind, you know, we don't have that discipline. So I have seen many women around me, they just can't handle their thoughts, and some of them can't handle the emotions, negative emotions. So that is why I thought this is the best topic for now, because I believe so. I was a very, very emotional person. Because of that, I've taken wrong decisions in life. I have fallen a couple of times, gotten back.
Mhm.
My emotions were, I was a very emotional person. I used to feel everything very deeply, sensitive, and obviously I was suffering. And every time I used to think कि कुछ ऐसी चीज मुझे मिल जाए जिससे मुझे कोई कहे, कुछ भी कहे, मुझे बुरा ना लगे. कोई मेरे साथ कैसे भी बात करे, मुझे बुरा ना लगे. कोई मेरी फ्रेंड कुछ ऐसा भी बोल दे, मुझे बुरा ना लगे. मतलब आई वांटेड टू बिकम सो hard, so that I just can't feel my emotions, my negative emotions. I just didn't want to feel them because it's so much of pain in them. So yeah, so I started meditating. I started discovering tools and techniques that our ancestors have given us to live an empowering life. And I started doing that. It's been 6 years now. I am on this spiritual journey. It's not easy at all because there's so few people around me who are actually on this path, but I'm glad I'm on this path and I continue to be. So yeah, so the transformation has been amazing. I'm happy in my life now, and it's been a roller coaster ride, but in the end, it's all beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Speaking of woman and emotion, you are connected to so many people. And you mentioned that you have done so many things. So, for our viewers, Bhavita has been a model, an entrepreneur, a role model, and currently she is a professional speaker, a wellness coach. She's into spirituality also. With this
Yeah.
question, I would be asking Bhavita, what would Bhavita advise to someone who is smart, driven individual about the real world, and what would you encourage them to avoid
Okay. What I would advise them, what advice I would give them about the real world, right?
with
So
respect to emotions and decision?
yes, yes. So I'll tell them, don't be scared to take the hard path. You know, just, I mean, even if you fail in life, it's not called failure, it's called a learning. Unless and until you haven't learned anything, you can think, okay, I failed because I haven't learned anything. But if you learned even one thing out of it, so it doesn't mean failure. Okay, so failure is not like a failure, a negative thing. You shouldn't. I've seen so many people, they try once, they try twice, thrice, and if it doesn't work out, they consider themselves, okay, I'm a failure. मेरे साथ जो होता है every time, it's like, I have to fall. मेरे साथ तो हमेशा ही बुरा होता है. And they have these negative thoughts that are coming in their mind about failure. So one thing I would definitely want to tell them, that don't be afraid to fail. That's the most beautiful thing that can ever happen to you, because it'll give you the strength to grow in life. It'll give you it'll give you the wisdom, most importantly, how to handle adversities in life. And don't be scared of failure. That is what I want to tell all the smart and independent individuals. uh, Stick to your path. Dreams are hard, they say dreams are sold freely, but the hustle is sold separately. So dreams are hard. When you want to achieve something in life, the road will be really hard. So just don't stop in between because it's hard. Our mind does not want you to take the hard way, take something that's out of your comfort zone. It'll always push you to take something that's easy, that gives you pleasure. So don't ever take the easier path. Always go for something that your soul knows that, yes, this is it, what I have to do. Always choose the
Mhm.
hard thing in life, not the easy one.
Okay. Talking about your past, we have got Karan Nagpal, who has asked us from YouTube uh, that he's doing his best, but sometimes his past emotional experience really overwhelmed him. What would you say?
Hmm. Okay. So I'm talking about women and emotions, and now this is man and his emotions, right? So, Karan, first of all, thank you so much for this question that you've asked me. It's quite relevant of the topic that we are discussing right now. Uh, um, this, so, first of all, if you don't meditate, start meditating. Meditation is extremely important. It'll help you control your thoughts, and when your thoughts are controlled, you can definitely, you can order your mind what to think. You can command your mind that I don't want to think these thoughts, I want these thoughts. I want positive thoughts, I don't want to go into that negative ream of thoughts. I want positivity in my life, and definitely your mind will start listening to you. you know right now you are slave of your mind, you are slave of your thoughts, but I want you that you should empower yourself, that your mind should be a slave of you, not not the other way. Are you getting me what I'm trying to say? It's like we guys are slave to our past, we guys are slave to our emotions because we can't control them. But there are a lot of techniques. I mean, as simple as that is just close your eyes and observe your breath. This is a very powerful technique to slow down your thoughts. Start doing that. Do it every day, 5 minutes, and keep on increasing it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You will see it will make a huge difference in your life. So when you start observing your breath, it takes you. It calms your mind, and when your mind is calm, obviously thoughts would reduce, and your thoughts about your past would definitely reduce, because every day you get up, your past is haunting you, so it comes in your mind and you don't know how to escape it. Obviously control in your mind will help you escaping it, so start doing that.
Okay. So let me give you a background about Karan Nagpal. Okay.
Okay.
Karan is a young aspiring entrepreneur, and
Okay.
now he has to focus on his business also, because you are a business coach also, a business mentor also. So
Mm-hmm.
what would you advise Karan? Because the way I know Karan, he has an emotional relationship concern. Now
Mm-hmm.
meditation is something, and Karan is quite a young person, he's around 22, 23. So what would
Mm-hmm.
you advise, especially for the younger generation, these millennials?
These millennials, I would say, choose any sport that you love. If you love playing cricket, do that 1 hour every day, because when you are there live, thriving with life and being one with nature, that'll definitely help you getting more focused and happier in life. So start following your passion. If you love cycling, maybe do that every day. If you love swimming, do that every day. When you are there in nature, without any technology, without anyone, just be with yourself. That's one thing that's extremely important. Nowadays, Aditya, what the problem is that there's so much of content around us that we don't get time to think about ourselves. It's like, these Instagram and Facebook, they're designed in such a way that you just can't go off them. So we are also not at fault, because technology is just so exciting and amazing. So it becomes very difficult for us to connect with our inner being. So for younger generations, for them obviously meditation is difficult, but observing their breath, they can do it any time of the day. They are sitting, they are driving, just observe your breath. That's the easiest thing you can do. Just do that, you know and just play anything in which you're totally involved. You're not thinking about anything, you're just there. It's like a game. Play badminton, lawn tennis, you're just there in that game. These kind of things help you focus in life, where you're just totally there. You don't have any thoughts in your mind, you're playing a game. You'll be like, oh wow, I didn't think about that. Oh, I didn't think about my ex. It'll be like that. So do that in which you are totally involved. It'll help you to grow and be more focused in your career.
Thank you. And Satish has also commented, and thank you, Satish. Okay. So, Bhavita, coming over to the other aspect, what should people ignore?
Ignore what other people say. Just ignore what
Okay.
your mom said you 2 years back or your dad said you 3 years back. You know, my dad told me this. मेरे पापा ने मुझे कहा था कि मैं ये नहीं कर सकता तो मैं नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. Yeah, you know, my this relative told me this. My friend told me that. You know, I have to prove him. Just ignore proving anybody anything. You know, we individuals and we youngsters, we have this habit ki okay, I have to prove him that that I am successful. I have to prove him that I can be rich. I can have that kind of money. I have to prove him, or I have to prove my ex-girlfriend that I can be rich. She'll regret one day I'll become so rich. These kind of thoughts are there. This is very common. If you have these kind of thoughts, there's nothing wrong. It's very natural. Everybody has it. If somebody's broken your heart, okay, I'll prove you've done something wrong in your life and you'll regret. No, just stop that. It's all bullshit. Focus on yourself. Be happy. If you are happy, that's the best thing in life. Just don't do anything that is related to proving something to someone. Just ignore that.
Totally with you on this.
Anna, you've also thought something like that I'll prove you one day. See, that is the case. And telling you, Aditya, proving something that comes out of fear, that comes out of negativity, that's not coming out of abundance, that's not coming out of positivity. Proving someone is obviously a negative thing, negative term that you give your mind. So that's a negative energy, and that's anyway not it's not for your betterment.
Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah.
Divya, for joining us. An
Okay.
excellent point. Now, this is the most important question which came in a lot.
What's your life mantra? Okay, my life mantra is just be happy, guys. I mean, just be happy wherever you are in your life. If you're just not happy, um, that's not the purpose of life. Your purpose of life is to be happy and do what you really want to do. Don't waste your life copying someone else, being someone else. You know, uh, you know, getting jealous if someone is doing great in their life. Just don't do that. Do what you want to do, what you really believe in, no matter how hard it is. Just do it. Go and do it. If you're not able to do it, that's just fine. At least you tried. And in that process, you don't know how much you will grow. So go and follow your dreams. Because even if you fail, you'll get that growth, you know? And that growth's really important. It'll help you in your next project or next thing that you take up in your life.
Amazing. Hmm. And this is my favorite part.
Okay, how was the failure? I've seen many failures in life. I was a finalist for Miss India Universe, and I wanted to win that pageant, and somehow I didn't. I thought that okay, that's okay. I took it very positively, and it really helped me in my public speaking and emceeing career. Uh, well, it really gave me that transformation that I was looking at. It gave me growth that I was looking at. So I wouldn't call it a failure. I would call it as a stepping stone. And in ninth class, I scored really badly in maths, and my mom, asked me that you interested in tuition or something, so that now boards are coming and we want you to score well. These marks will not go. It will spoil your whole percentage and everything. So we had this tuition teacher. His name was Mr. Bakshi. He was my teacher, like my tuition teacher in 10th standard. He used to teach me math. And the confidence that he instilled in me that, oh, Bhavita, you're the brightest child I've ever known. You are, you don't even know how intelligent you are. Obviously, I was not. But he was telling those words just just to build that confidence in me that I have lost somewhere. Because when you fail, there's so many people telling you, oh, you failed, ha ha ha, laughing at you, and there's so many people judging you, but you just need one person in your life to believe in you. And that teacher changed the entire trajectory of my life. He His words, his words, and the way he instilled that confidence in me, I can still, I can still feel that. So, I decided to become a communication coach because I know words can be really powerful, and those words can really break you or make you. So that failure, in my math subject really changed me, the way I used to think about myself at that time. So, one thing, guys, your parents will judge you. They'll tell you कि तुम ऐसे हो, तुम ये नहीं कर सकते, तुम वो नहीं. सबके पेरेंट्स करते हैं. Obviously उनके पेरेंट्स ने भी उनके साथ यही ऐसे ही किया था, क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि अगर हम उनको बोलेंगे कि वो नहीं कर सकते, वो मोटिवेट होंगे करके दिखाने के लिए. But most of the time people don't grow with these words. They become wounded. They're like, oh shit, मेरे को ऐसे क्यों बोला. उनका कॉन्फिडेंस और नीचे चला जाता है. So using right words, using right communication is extremely important if you want the other person to grow in their lives. Other people don't understand that communication is extremely important.
So at this point, we are taking a short 30 seconds break and stay tuned in and please do drop in your questions. Huh. And we are back again. So we were getting a lot of questions from all our subscriber and all our viewers. So we have got audience who are joining us live right now from YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And talking of which, we had asked two questions which Bhavita mentioned on women and emotion. And to all the people out there, Bhavita is sharing about her failure. She shared about what's her life mantra, what can you do to move ahead. One of the things which Bhavita has mentioned is the secret to happiness is, as a woman, is what you look forward to. What thoughts are you internally taking? Are these thoughts empowering or disempowering? Without further ado, I would like to ask Bhavita to share with us what else she feels. And I would also like to thank all our viewers who are joining us from LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook. And please do hit that like button, show us some love, do comments in. And Karan, that's amazing. So Bhavita, Karan has mentioned in the comment that he is doing rehabilitation for drug addict around age 15 to 20. How can he be better for them? What would you share to them, Bhavita?
Okay. He's doing, I didn't get it. He's doing,
Drug rehabilitation program for
he's, he's organizing it. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So what he can do to be,
more
to make it
effective.
really effective. Okay, okay, to make
Hmm.
it really effective. Okay. Hi, Karan. I think you're taking amazing initiative. Well, I must say that people who take drugs, they somewhere or the other, they are looking for that excitement in life, you know, or under peer pressure, they do that. I want you to take, to make them connect, to do something so that they connect with their inner selves. Unless and until they don't connect with their soul, they don't connect with themselves, uh, they it'll be difficult for them to transform, because in today's life we've become so materialistic, and we've started depending on external substances for that pleasure. And we think that, okay, if something is not going right in our mind or in our inner world, we think these things will definitely cope up and give us that happiness that we're looking at. But that happiness is obviously inside. So there's so many tools out there. I think we can connect, and there's so many tools out there that they can do, and they can connect with themselves. Unless and until they don't connect with their soul, it'll be very difficult for them to transform. Sooner or later, maybe family, some, maybe some other pressure if comes in their lives, or they fall somewhere, and or if they face any struggles or difficulties, then they can again go into that. So that strength has to come from within. And obviously meditation, I told you, is one of the things. Second is ask them to do something that they really love, maybe playing guitar or singing or whatever their passion is, because if they really do that they love, they'll definitely get that happiness from pursuing that passion. So this you can do, and ask them to, every morning they should go out for a walk and connect themselves with nature. So these kind of things will definitely help them.
Hmm. Great, great.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
at this time, I have a giveaway for everyone, just to see how observant were you. Bhavita mentioned name of one person who inspired her at a very young age, especially in terms of her academics. Do comment the name of that person. And the first person to comment is going to get a giveaway Amazon gift from us. So let's see who is going to be the first person, and let's see how good can you recall. Okay, we'll wait who calls. Till the time people are just rattling their brains and seeing how observant they are. I have a question from Mr. Divya Sachdeva, and I would really like to ask you, how do you keep yourself away from social media distraction when it's important to be tech savvy in today's era? And how do you ensure that your mind is pure during meditation and series of thoughts are not impacting you? Now, Bhavita, personally, I would like to ask you, because you are in the showbiz, you work with all the prominent personalities, business heads, and you have to be there 24/7. How do you control yourself and also take care of your modeling, your entrepreneurship, your business, and also take care of yourself without being a social media addict? What are your thoughts? And thank you, Divya, for asking this powerful question.
Okay, Divya, I think I'm also having this same problem with people around me, because my dad is so much addicted to his phone, to Netflix. I think we all are addicted to Netflix or Amazon Prime. This age is there, we are in this age where everything is so easily available. There's just so much of content around us. And to keep ourselves sane, one thing is extremely important, is to connect yourself every day with nature. You should go out in the morning. You should, maybe, you can do exercise there in fresh air, have a walk. If you connect yourself with nature, then definitely, you would not like to come back and just scroll down and be on social media. You will take some time and you will become more aware. You will know, okay, today I've spent 3 hours or 5 hours with my phone. You'll become more aware when you start doing that, when you start connecting with yourself, with nature, yourself with nature. And secondly, how I keep myself away is, I give myself 2 hours every day. Okay, now 2 hours, I have to send my emails, I have to be live, or I have to make videos, I have to post some pictures. That's it. 2 hours every day I give myself to be on my phone. And when I sleep, I make it a point that I don't take my phone with me when I sleep. My phone is in another room and I'm sleeping in another room because I don't want, like, I get up at 10:30 or 11 at night and then check my phone, and then 2 hours I'm there engrossed in my phone. I don't even know where did my peaceful sleep go. So that's why. So these are two three things, don't take your phone with you when when you are going off to sleep, and connect yourself with nature. That's the beautiful thing. It'll make you more aware. You will know that how much time you're spending with your gadgets. And third is, fix a time that, okay, 2 hours. I think 2 hours in a day is enough. You can handle your social media queries, you can make videos and you can post them and everything. 2.5 hours is more than enough every day. So once you give your 2.5 hours, I think that's enough. Then you don't need to check social media anymore.
And adding to this point is, I ask for support. What I mean by support, I draw healthy boundaries. I ask other people to support me with empathy and understanding. How are you using technology to be your slave rather than be a slave of technology? Like many people who know me, I have automated everything from my WhatsApp to my mails to everything. I have clearly set in these healthy boundaries to anyone who is approaching me in times when I'm not available. The most important thing is, how are you exercising your emotional hygiene? It does not matter whether you are a man or you are a woman. It's important how do you draw these healthy emotional boundaries. As Bhavita mentioned, have a screen time, have a nature time. Be very careful before you go to bed. What exactly are you saying or doing? And I would also like to congratulate Ritika Gupta, who has answered correctly to Bhavita's talk. Like her maths teacher, Mr. Bakshi, was the one who inspired her. So,
Oh
Ritika,
wow, Ritika.
congratulations. Congratulations, Ritika, on your superpower hearing skill. And Ritika, please email your physical address on this ID, hi@coachsisodia.com, and you will shortly be receiving your gift hamper. And so, for our other members who are joining us live, do listen carefully because I have a lot of giveaway for our viewers, especially for this live session. So, another thing is, we have got another comment from Prateek Bhargava. What strong advice would you give to tackle during this pandemic?
Strong advice to tackle the pandemic.
Hmm.
Okay. Strong advice. Okay. So, Prateek, see, some things aren't in our hands, and we just have no control over them. So, this is one thing that you should accept it. And once you accept it, I don't think so things will be that difficult. People have lost their jobs in this pandemic. Their businesses have turned around, you know, in a direction they never wanted them to go. So, there are many things that are happening, but do you think you have control over them? No, you don't have. So when you don't have any control over the external situations, it's very important to accept it the way it is. If you will if you will criticize more, if you will regret that मैंने ऐसे क्यों तब क्यों नहीं किया और अब टाइम कैसे आ गया, मैंने तब यहाँ पे इन्वेस्टमेंट क्यों नहीं किया और अब देखो टाइम कैसे आ गया, then that'll definitely take you deep down in your own shithole that you've created, in your own negative thoughts. So it's very important to accept the things way they are. और जिन चीजों पे आपका कंट्रोल है, वो चीजें आप जरूर कीजिए. जैसे सुबह उठना टाइम पे आपका कंट्रोल है. ज्यादा फोन पे नहीं देखना या फिर ज्यादा इंटरनेट सोशल मीडिया नहीं देखना, उस पे आपका कंट्रोल है. There's so many things that are in your control. Do that. you know you should eat good, you should eat well. I mean, Aditya, you won't even imagine that uh, emotions, most of our negative emotions comes with our food. If we have that tamasic diet, or if we overeat, we eat too much of fried food, we feel so lethargic, or we feel we just regret it, हमने क्यों खाया. वो हमारा पूरा दिन खराब चला जाता है कि यार हमने क्यों खा लिया, हमें नहीं खाना चाहिए था. तो जैसे अच्छा खाएं, आप सोशल मीडिया से अपना कम टाइम सोशल मीडिया पे स्पेंड करें. There are so many things you can take care of. I mean, things that aren't in your control. Why are you even thinking about that? About that, think think about things that are in your control, and just sit and think and write what are the things that are in your control and that can really make you happy. Do that. I'm damn sure things would.
Thank you. And out here, I'll share a mantra that has really helped me. If this is current you and this is the not good you, you are this away from self destruction. Bhavita, can
That's
you guess what is this?
what is this?
Huh. If this
Yeah,
is
this is
current
our
you,
phone.
I would say this is our thought.
Okay.
This is
Yeah, this is
our
our thought.
thought.
Yeah, mind. This is our mind.
It's all in our mind. Like personally,
Yeah.
every day I get a lot of negativity, and intentionally I have blocked all these negativity. It's our
Hmm.
mind only that helps us either to absorb or to ignore these things. So,
Hmm.
without further ado, I would like to ask you, Bhavita, what event or events have shaped the person you are today? Because you are an MC, you are a professional speaker, you are a trainer, you are a business consultant, you are a businesswoman. What has triggered you to become the person you are? How do you personally excel at all the levels?
I think Excel. Okay. What events have shaped the person you? What events have shaped the person you are today? There are many events, is it there? I just can't talk about one event. Okay. First is when I got admission in, my journalism course, Punjab University. That's like one of the best in the country. So when I got admission in my degree course, that was one thing that really helped me in finding my purpose and path in my life. Secondly, when I joined events industry, I started public speaking, and there were so many celebrities I met. I met Sonakshi Sinha, Bipasha Basu, Kapil Dev, Navjot Singh Sidhu, and Vivek Oberoi. There's so many that I've met. And that's definitely, meeting them and realizing that they all are normal people. They're just like us. And talking to them, and you realize, oh my God, they have the same struggles and they have the same limiting beliefs about themselves. So they just like us. That's definitely helped me. And I did this course. I'm a certified wellness coach from California Institute of Integrated Studies. So when I did that, and in that, I used to always blame myself. Oh shit, I ate this. I shouldn't have, eaten that. Oh shit, I did this. But I realized we have these same thoughts. We have these same small struggles, and I just beat myself up. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. What kind, I have these bad habits. मेरे को ये ठीक करना है, मेरे को वो ठीक करना है. No, it's not like that. You can't blame yourself every day and have those negative emotions, and then you accept, you expect yourself to change. You just can't do that with those negative emotions. The expectations that you're having with yourself, that'll not go. You have to feel, you have to have that love for yourself. Then only you will be on a path to change, because then there's no discomfort, it's only effort that you have to make. So there's a difference between discomfort and effort. When we really criticize ourselves, when we don't love ourselves, whatever we do in our lives, it will be a discomfort for us. And we have to just motivate ourselves. We have to watch those videos on YouTube to do that, because we just don't want to do. Our mind doesn't want to do. We know हम जो भी करेंगे यार हम fail ही होंगे. At the back of this mind, we have this notion. हम जो करेंगे, जो हमारा पास्ट है वैसा ही रहने वाला है, कुछ चेंज नहीं होने वाला है. ये हमारे दिमाग में बहुत ज्यादा रहता है. But these kind of things have definitely changed me, that no, your emotions, your thoughts can definitely change you. अगर आप अच्छा सोचोगे तो अच्छा ही होगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आप सोचोगे तो बुरा ही होगा, जो पास में है वो ही होगा. क्योंकि क्योंकि आपको लगता है वैसा ही होगा. Your feelings don't decide your future. Your feelings are not that important. हम लोग उनको बहुत ज्यादा importance दे देते हैं.
Thank you. And talking about this, I would also like to share with Bhavita and all our speakers. 7 years back, when I was let go of my job and I was diagnosed with a kidney transplant, and I knew I had to plan for my dialysis and my transplant, I met Bhavita in Dale Carnegie. We both were enrolled in Train the Trainer. There was a batch of what, 20, 25 people, I don't remember. And I'm sharing this because Bhavita just mentioned about the celebrity people. I remember there were 25 people, and I was like, wow, yaar, ek model bhi hamare saath mein, and she works with all the models. I was really introvert, and I was totally devastated because ek taraf I was out of my job, दूसरी तरफ I had to go in for hospitalization, and तीसरी तरफ I was doing this thing, and I was so overwhelmed. I still remember that event in Dale Carnegie. We had got so many people, all the business owners and everything. When you mentioned like the people who have transformed you, that was really thing. And when I spoke to you that time, I was like, Bhavita has no attitude. She's so grounded. She's so sweet. Otherwise, people have this perception, acha celebrity hai, snobbish hogi. I still remember over those 3 days, you were so approachable. You were so kind enough. And that is something which I really admire about you, Bhavita, which you mentioned now, what events, because that was something which I really looked up to, because in those moments when I interacted with you, that was so promising and enriching. And when you mentioned about these events like your college, your graduation, and Bhavita did not mention about her health coach certification. In fact, I was the one who told
Yeah.
Bhavita that, okay, Bhavita, let us enroll in this program. This is
Yeah,
a
and then
health
you didn't
fitness.
enroll, and I was the one doing it alone.
I bought in the brochure and everything. And I told Bhavita, this course is amazing. Let us both enroll in this. And you were
Yeah.
like, okay, Aditya, I'm a model. I have to take care of my physical, my mental, and also my dietary habits. I'll enroll. Tum kab kar rahe ho? And I was like, yaar, मैं क्या करूंगा? I'm not a model. I backed out. I so feel bad. But at the same time, I so feel proud of you, Bhavita, because that was the time when you were like, आदित्य देखो अब मैं फिटनेस उसमें भी आ गई हूँ, तुम छूट गए, साथ में करना चाहिए था ना. And I still remember when we met in Delhi in CP, and you were sharing about the experience, that how are you using it in your daily life. Talking of which,
Yeah.
Prateek has also asked us any strong inside outside experience that has changed your perception about life completely. And it's up to you, Bhavita, if you want to be vulnerable in sharing everything, because you being a social role model, many people are watching this, they would be inspired with your thoughts.
Okay, so the question was one experience that's changed me.
Prateek Bhargava from
Yeah.
YouTube has mentioned any strong inside out experience that has changed your perception about life completely.
Heartbreak. I think you also had a heartbreak in life. I also had a heartbreak in life, so that's definitely changed my perception of life. Yeah, it's
And
with it's so many people. We have these heartbreaks, and we feel, we just feel that, we didn't get back what we gave, but they make you stronger. Aditya, you are the best example. You're the best version of strength and determination, and that, I mean, I think you are an Iron Man. Whatever you've done in your life, you had a kidney transplant, and after that, you've completed so many marathons. I mean, people like us, we can't complete a marathon, and just imagine you are there with your kidney transplant and with so many difficulties, and you've done what normal people like us can't do. So it's like strength. And obviously you would agree with the fact that adversities in life make you stronger, right? So obviously these kind of, when you have these when you expect something and that does not happen, or you really invest in someone and he or she doesn't give you back, don't worry about that. I mean, somewhere they'll definitely turn you into a better person. That's for sure.
definitely, heartbreak and empty pocket can teach you so much, which nothing else
Yeah.
can teach you.
Yeah.
Because
Thank God I've experienced. I'm like, thank God I've experienced one of it. No, I'm just not afraid of any, any hurdles or any obstacles in my life. I think whatever it is, it'll definitely, turn me into a better version of myself. So I'm just not afraid of any problems or difficulties. I just want to take them. That's okay. Yeah. I mean, obviously, when you're happy, doesn't teach you anything. Happiness doesn't teach you anything. What you do, you get it. What does it teaches you? Nothing. तुमने जो सोचा वो हो गया, उससे आपने क्या सीखा? कुछ नहीं, जो सोचा वो कर दिया, उसका रिजल्ट भी मिल गया। लेकिन जो सोचा और बहुत मेहनत की और वो नहीं मिला, और उसके बाद you know you know how to handle those emotions, you know how to grow out of it, you know what are the changes you have to make. It definitely made you strong and you know a brilliant individual, isn't it?
And talking of this, I would also like to share one personal experience which I had with Bhavita, and of course, with your permission. Like before planning this, I spoke to Bhavita, and Bhavita shared a very personal experience. Like Aditya, in modeling, you are getting what, 2 lakhs per engagement, and in pandemic, I had to totally pivot myself. And now currently, Bhavita has her own cosmetic range also, and that was something that was truly inspiring for me. That how are you pivoting yourself? What are these life events that are really helping you and supporting you? And talking of which, Bhavita, I would like to ask you that in the last few months, what new belief, behavior, or habit has improved you personally? Because I have personally seen your transformation before we met in Feb, and then when we met virtually, you have totally transformed yourself. What has resulted in that?
Yeah, I always wanted time for myself, and that you already told that you were earning this much a month, and suddenly, everything came at a stop. At pandemic, there were no events, no speaking engagements, nothing. I was not earning money from anywhere. But obviously, I did so many courses. I did NLP. I'm a certified NLP coach now, and I did this hypnotherapist course. So I'm a certified hypnotherapist now. And then I always thought that okay, I think I should do business. And my dad and my sister, they're doing a business. We have this cosmetic. Uh, Company where we manufacture cosmetics. We do contract manufacturing, and our brand's also doing really well. So I think in March or in May, it was the first day I went to office, and I was like, oh shit, it's altogether a different world, so different from the glamour industry, and it's not as lucrative as my field was. And I was just thinking, I was like, okay, now these things have definitely made you stronger, Bhavita. So this will also make you strong. It'll definitely, now this is, in business, obviously glamour field has certain limitations. You can work there till you're 40, 45, or till the time you look good, but business is there for a lifetime, right? Your generations can also eat from it. So this was the thought that motivated me to work really hard, and then I really started succeeding in my work. And my sister was a big inspiration for me. Seeing her working so hard, I learned so many things. My dad is like one of the greatest inspiration. 2 years back, he was suffering from serious depression, but he was a financer, and he had financial crisis. But then how he came out of it, I mean, he's such a fighter. So seeing my sister working so hard, and then I know my career, I didn't even know at that time it would start again or not, because things were like that. So I just devoted myself to my business, to a family business. I used to go there and spend 7 8 hours and learn things. Definitely, it made me happier, Aditya. I thought opposite. I thought if I'll not get my work, or if I'll not, you know, do my public speaking assignments, or if I don't earn money, I'll be miserable. But it's not like that. I'm just happy, and this is wonderful thing that I realized that money does not, my happiness does not depend upon how much money I earn or how much money I make. From past 7 months, I'm not making a single penny from my assignments, but I'm happy. I've transformed myself. I've worked hard. I've realized there's so many paths and opportunities in life. If you're in a positive frame, there's just so many opportunities. There's nothing like a downhill. You know, you can do so many things in life. So that's what made me, transform me and made me what I am. Made me happier. Yeah.
Money is not equal happiness. Happiness
Oh
equals learning
no.
and growth.
Yeah, exactly. I tell you that I mean, these youngsters, even millennials, they have this thing in their mind. Oh no, we have to earn money. If we earn that much of money, it'll give us happiness. If we earn that much of, if we have that X figure, obviously I also had that X figure. I earned that X figure, but trust me, it'll just give you momentarily happiness. It'll not give you happiness that's long lasting. Your growth will give you happiness that's long lasting.
And I would really like to applaud you because Bhavita asked me one question when we were planning. Aditya, from a financial standpoint, how are you today compared to 7 years back? And I exactly had the same thought. Bhavita, X figure is achieved. I'm now like this personally. How am I growing? How am
Yeah,
I becoming more empowered?
yeah.
What am I doing today that my future self would thank me? Now, talking of this, we have got a question from Prateek Bhargava. But before I take that question, I would like to give away the second gift. And I would like to ask our viewers do comment and please don't stop liking, sharing, and commenting. The second question is, which two sports person did Bhavita mention moments back? Comment. Which two sports person did Bhavita mention as a anchor she met and she realized, okay, they all have got similar life, similar challenge, and these are prominent personalities. Okay, we'll wait. The first person to comment would be getting a gift from us. Now, Bhavita Bhargava, Prateek Bhargava has asked us, what would you prefer, a perfect or an idealistic or an imperfect yet peaceful life? What would you say?
Perfect or idealistic or imperfect or peaceful life.
World
Uh,
or life? What would you say?
I'll definitely prefer uh, imperfections with perfections. you know, I mean, perfections the way I think, not what society. I definitely want to do my way. I don't want to do some some other people's perfections and idealism. I want to be my own perfection and my own. I mean, there's nothing like perfection. It does not exist. I think it's completely a wrong word. We all have flaws. We all are, and I think these flaws make us beautiful. Won't you? I mean, isn't that true, Aditya? I mean, we just strive for perfection. We want to look perfect. We want, but perfection is it's just a very superficial word. It does not exist. What is perfection? You know, I mean, we just waste our lives to be perfect, but that's just completely bullshit. Live your present with your ideas of where your ideas of growth, not your ideas of perfection, but your ideas of development, self development, and self learning. How you I mean, how you think your life is ideal. If you think, if I do this, I'll have that beautiful and ideal, a life that I think of or I dream of, okay, then go and do that. you know your perfection should be your own, not somebody's else.
Excellent, excellent. And adding to this, I would also like to share. I was listening to Larry King live, and he mentioned the same thing. Having a sense of mortality that tomorrow you are not going to be there gives you a sense of being present in the moment. It's about being okay by not being okay. So thank you, Pratik, for asking this, and we are still waiting for our second giveaway winner. Now, my next question is, what have you become better at saying no to? Because you mentioned now you are a business
No to
entrepreneur, you are a
temptations.
business coach. No to temptation. What kind of temptation? Temptation is a very big word.
Temptations to eat chocolates.
Mhm.
Temptations to sleep till
Mhm.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
Temptations to not work on myself. Temptations
Mhm.
to just sit idle and watch Netflix.
Mhm.
Temptations to eat whatever I want to at any time of day or night.
Mhm.
Uh,
Excellent. I really like that part where you are being so vulnerable and sharing your inadequacy. And the reason I presented Bhavita, ladies and gentlemen, is we all are alike. We shouldn't, like, what should I say, uh, idolize any person or any situation. The only difference between us and the other person is our thought, is what we think inside of this. So, Bhavita, now this is my favorite question. What do you do when you feel overwhelmed or unfocused?
I sit and write.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I just write my thoughts. I write my negative thoughts or emotions that I'm feeling at time. I mean, now
Mm-hmm.
this is here. This is my journal,
Wow.
and so I keep on writing stuff in it to
Mm-hmm.
just see. Yeah, so I
Wow.
I love writing. Yeah.
And Bhavita, I would really like to say, I don't know whether that's a coincidence or like great people think alike. I also have this My Big Plan journal where I just
Oh
keep
wow.
on writing my everyday experience and everything which I
Yeah.
experience. And I thank my very good friend, Anchita, who has presented me. And she mentioned that Aditya, have a journal for yourself. Every day before
Yes.
I go to bed, I write
Correct.
down three things. What am I thankful for? What are my
Mm,
talents? And what is my learning?
mm,
What am I thankful
mm,
for? What are my talents? And what am I learning? And this thing
mm.
has really helped me. And trust me, the moment we start writing down our thoughts, it really helps us. It is really a catharsis for us. So that's
Yeah, it is.
great. So, Sharad Gupta, congratulations. Our second giveaway winner is Sharad Gupta. I really like, see, people are really tuned in. So, Sharad has mentioned Kapil Dev sir and Navjot Sidhu sir. And
Mm.
congratulations, Sharad. And the drill, as you know it, please email your physical address on hi@coachsisodia.com and shortly you will be getting the gift hamper. Let's have a big round of applause. This is our second giveaway. And now, the last and most important question, Bhavita, I have for you is how can people reach out to you?
You can contact Aditya Sisodia. Now you have to contact him. Now
Uh,
he'll ask you what all you need from me, and then he'll talk to me, and then maybe we can go further. Okay, guys, that was just a joke. You can
uh,
contact me on my Instagram. I'm there from Bhavita Singh, so
hmm.
you can message me there. Yeah, or you can. I'm there on Facebook as well. You can message me there as well. Yeah.
Okay, so don't forget to connect with Bhavita Singh on her Instagram, and she has got only one profile. Okay, no
Yeah.
other profile. Even on
Yeah.
Facebook, she has got only one profile, so be mindful
Yeah.
of that. And I congratulate Ritika Gupta and Sharad for being the
Yeah.
winners of our today's giveaway. Congratulations to you. Just email your physical address on hi@coachsisodia.com. And I would really like to thank everyone who joined us today. And it has been a wonderful session. Thank you,
Yes.
Bhavita, for sharing your life experiences. I couldn't believe that it has been over 60 minutes and it has
Oh,
been a
really?
personal learning for me.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes, yes.
I think talking to you, Aditya, is obviously it's always been my one of the best conversations that I've ever had. Talking to you has always been. I look forward to talk to you because I get so much to learn from you, and definitely your story is super inspiring and super amazing. So when you asked me here to join you on this show, I was excited and I was interested and thrilled. I so wanted to be here with you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and thank you so much for so many people that've been watching me. And oh God, in this era, it's just so difficult to concentrate, but you guys have concentrated and watched us. Thank you so much. You didn't binge watch Netflix or you didn't binge watch Amazon Prime. Thank you for that, guys. We really appreciate that. And I think Aditya will be coming with all these beautiful guests and beautiful conversations. He's a terrific person who's achieved amazing success in life. So he'll make his conversations more interesting and more exciting. Yes, Aditya, I'm always there to support you.
Thank you, Bhavita, for supporting me. And uh, thanks to all our viewers. Just one last thing, just comment what is your number one takeaway from today's conversation. What's your number one takeaway from today's conversation?
Yeah.
Anything you would like to take away? Like personally for me, it has been reinforcement. And I would encourage all the viewers, have people around you who you aspire to be. Like one thing which I say to Bhavita, and Bhavita is like, Aditya, you always say this, and I genuinely mean it. When I see you, I see myself in you. Are the people around
Wow.
you
Yeah.
inspiring you? Are the people around you the people you really want to hang out? Like I wasn't aware about that Bhavita and I maintain a journal. And that is why I'm saying, who are the people around you after talking to them? Like with Bhavita, hardly I meet or speak to her once in an year or so, but it is so enriching conversation. Have people
Yeah.
around you.
But I think from past 5, 6 months we've spoken quite frequently, isn't it, Aditya?
Yes, yes. The pandemic has brought us more closer, I would say
Yeah.
to that. And Divya, thank you. Divya, number one takeaway is be you, follow your passion. And Divya is also an amazing person. I remember Divya had called me from London, and Divya is my marathon buddy. Divya
Wow.
had called me. I told Divya I'm traveling down to Bangalore. He was like, "Why are you coming to Bangalore?" I told I'm coming there for a 10K. He was like, "Are you sure you are traveling all the way from
Mm.
Delhi to
Wow.
Bangalore just to run 10 kilometers?" I told yes. They
Yeah.
was like, I'm with you on this. After 10
Mm.
kilometers, they were joined me on 21 kilometers, 25 kilometers. And I'm proud to say, Dev and I successfully finished Tata Mumbai Marathon 42 kilometers this year.
Wow. 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 That's such an amazing thing. Congratulations. Yeah.
And if it wasn't for the
That's
COVID, I and
incredible.
Dev, huh, but definitely you need to have people around you. And thank you, Nandita Singh, also. She has mentioned work on developing a stronger mindset. And
Yeah.
Nandita is my sister for the viewers. Thank you, Nandita, for
Okay.
joining in.
She's your real
Nand-
sister?
yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
Nandita was like, I would really like to hear Bhavita speak. I was like, okay, then do join in. So thank you so much, viewers, and Mr. Nandakumara. Failure is common and make that a success. So I would like to thank everyone who took out time to join us today. And I would like to congratulate our winners, Ritika Gupta and Sharad. Please do email your address, and I would shortly be sending you the giveaway. With this, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to again wish you happy Dashera and see you soon.